action.
Right, good afternoon folks, it's Saturday afternoon. So we thought me and Timmy would give you a complete view of this beautiful railway station that we're at. So if you follow us, we'll take you to where we can go. There's still a couple of doors that are locked and we can't access. So we don't know what's behind those doors. But we can go to the ones that we can access. Come this way. So we'll start off down the bottom of the railway station. Now this here was a porter's room. Back in the day, porters used to handle the luggage for people on and off the trains. As you can see, there's a fireplace here, but apparently it stays this temperature all year round, which is a very nice. It's not cold. It's definitely not hot. It's beautiful down here. Timmy will show you into this room here. This is obviously where he slept, I think. And it was later used by the SA guards.
So now we're going to go this way.
Come this way. And it's a bloody hot 35 degrees. It's not cold.
We're both sunburned. And check out the back of these t-shirt, Apparitions Paranormal. Hang on, I'm just going to do the zoom in. Stay there for a second, D. Apparitions Paranormal, and do the whirly whirl. Whirly whirl, and we've got on the back. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe to the other one, Instagram.
Thingy. Do the thingy.
Do the thing. And behind door number 2.
Door number 2, we have guards. Later used by stock inspector's office. So that was an office. Very cold, dingy office. But as you can see, another fireplace.
Geez, they had a lot of fireplaces in this station.
And through here we have another room. I don't know what this room is. It's got nothing on the door.
Just keep an eye out for stray birds. As Timmy managed to get attacked last night by a bird, not a bat.
And as you can see, it just goes up into down into there.
Down under the staircase by the looks.
Yeah, by the look of it. So, you know, it must have been used for storage or something like that back in the day. Right, mosey on out. We'll keep going around the other side of the building. And what's behind door number 3?
Dun dun dun!
We have, it's another room. Purveyor, used by Victorian Guard.
Freaky as.
Freaky deaky.
And as you can see, another fireplace.
God knows how many fireplaces they had back in the day. You definitely don't need it on a 35-degree day, that's for sure. And here we have yet another door. Storeroom. So this was just a storeroom, folks. Now they just obviously stored stuff in here. Must have been waiting for trains.
And it says up the top there, Purveyor's office. So yeah.
Yeah, right. We'll get back out. And this one we discovered this morning. But we went in from upstairs. We went down into the cellar. Now it is cooler in here than what it has been in the last couple of rooms. I just felt it as I walked in the door.
Yeah, it's nice and cool.
Here we have some old sewing machines and just Just a bit of memorabilia back in the day of what people used to use. God knows what that is. Maybe it was a ravioli machine. Maybe. Who knows? Now we have old bottles. And we can show you where they used to bring their kegs down. Come this way. That was obviously just very simple. Put the keg on there and let it down by ropes. They stored the kegs. Through them this way. This is where they stored most of the kegs and kept it nice and cool down here. Hey, nobody likes warm beer apart from the Poms. No? Not another fireplace.
Dum dum dum.
How many more fireplaces are we going to encounter today, folks? Come this way.
Take your pick.
And these are the stairs that go up to the bar. This is the way we come down into the cellar to unlock the doors this morning. And it wasn't as dark as what I thought it was going to be down here. It was actually quite lit in a lot of light, didn't it, Tim?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll get out of here.
Oh, can you hear that? Is it a ghost? Is it a plane? Dum dum dum.
So we just heard footsteps up above, folks.
Not really.
And we're not the only ones here. Into this room we go. Another storeroom. Just storage space. Keep things dry. Right, we'll get out of here. It's very surprising how big this railway station is. It is huge. That's just the Australian salute, folks.
So, before we go any further, so we had the light going off last night, on and off. We believe there could be a sensor light, but we didn't quite manage to find exactly where it is. So we'll just leave it as a sensor light. But back to you, DJ.
Yeah, now we're going to go into what they call the dungeon. This, folks, was the holding cells when they transported prisoners from South Australia to Melbourne or Melbourne to South Australia. And Timmy will point the camera down there and walk down and he'll show you just bits and pieces of where they used to be chained to the wall. Yes, folks, chained to the wall.
So
Standing up.
the arms would go to the top there. And this is what was called a holding cell. So people that would travel from Melbourne to South Australia, the train would stop here, and then I believe they'd have to wait for another train to come here to go the rest of the journey to South Australia. Is that correct, DJ?
Yeah, from what I can gather. But it wasn't that simple back in the day, folks, because the trains didn't pass through as often as they do nowadays. You know, a person could have been chained up here for 4 or 5 days before the right train would come to collect them. You know, how terrible would that be? Chained with your hands up like this, just standing.
Waiting for a train.
Waiting for a train. Waiting to get moved on to wherever you're going to go, death row or prison.
You just sort of get a feel that it is quite cold in here.
Very depressing.
Yes, very.
Feels depressing. Mind you, it wouldn't be much fun being chained to a wall. And my breathing feels heavier down this end than what it did down there.
It feels quite colder down this end than that end.
I feel sad. I have a bad feeling, a sad feeling. Doesn't feel very nice. I'm going to go out here.
Just again, whilst DJ's on her way back out, check out the back of the shirts there, guys. New shirts. And
They look fantastic.
and if you guys stay tuned, the more subs, the more chances we have at maybe down the track considering some merch. So make sure if you're not subscribed, subscribe to Apparitions Paranormal TV, and don't forget to like and turn on that notification bell.
And this we have, is, they say it's the lamp room. And, you know, back in the day it was all kerosene lamps, or oil lamps. But stories go that this was a holding area for bodies. So stories go, but Casper's been down here and they've got absolutely nothing down here. He believes that it was up on the next level where the bodies were stored, because it would just be too hard to get them down the hill and into here. So now, like this brickwork has been patched in. Originally, I'd say there would have been like a gap here, which possibly they could have put the bodies through there, but they would have had to got the bodies from up there down here.
So what are you trying to...
I have noticed there is like a
pulley up the top there?
pulley up the top, that's the word I was trying to get out. I had a mental block for a moment. So it could have been a pulley set up to lower the bodies down and down into here, which would make more sense. Because that would make more sense because it's cooler underground than what it is above ground. Alrighty folks, we've done the outside of one side of the building. We'll take you around the platform and do the platform side of the building, and then we'll show you the interior. And we're going to go on to the other side of the platform. Well, tell me if you pan around and show the viewers the old platform. Right now, as you can see on that sign there, it's the Serviceton railway station from 1889, and it's operated until 1986. Now is just a passenger train go through once a day, Clive. Yeah. And we get a few freighters go through. We've had a couple this morning. Wake me up. Right, come this way. Maybe maintenance. Maybe maintenance. Could have been like a little maintenance shed. But we have a wood burner, right? Not an open fireplace. So that's surprising. Right, we'll go to the next one. That one's locked. Scared the shit out of me, folks. It's not what you want to walk into late at night when it's dark.
That's alright, Gemma, I'm not cheating on your love.
This way, people. This is where the ticketer was here to give the tickets out and you'd hand the money and the customer's office. Quite got a camera set up here. He's monitoring the pathway here because there's believed to be a girl.
Young girl. We will try and contact tonight, so look out. You're going to get something.
Yep.
And would you just check out that sign right in front? That's probably one of the very first Serviceton signs that would have been on the station back in the day. Just thought it was handy to point out.
What one? Yeah.
Now you can see people that this place has got very high ceilings, which buildings did have high ceilings back in the day, and it actually made them a lot cooler. You know, it feels cool in here, even though it's 35 degrees outside. It's mild. We're still sweating, yes, but we're not. So, oh look, folks, we had to stretch it.
That's for Timmy for later on.
Boy, have times changed.
And,
two people would have had to carry one person with us. Nowadays we just get two people pushing them. I think the plans are that they're going to bring the veranda back up to its glory, but unfortunately with the government the way it is, you know, it doesn't fund for these sorts of things, so...
Hang on, Dee. Are you 1.5 metres away?
Social distancing, of course.
Don't forget to wear a mask.
So, you know, they're hoping for public support to help with the project, you know, just to bring this veranda back. You know, it won't be long, another 5 years or so, you know, we start to fall apart. That'll be a shame. Oh yeah, we'll carry on down the platform here, we've got more room to go here. Now we're hoping...
You want to try that again?
We're hoping tonight we're going to see somebody walk past here when we're inside. That's why these cameras are set up. They're also set up because of the trains coming through. We have catwalks inside. And we want to debunk that it is not the trains coming through that is making the catwalk on step number 5 go on. So stay tuned to our folks tonight for a surprise. Now this is probably what the platform would have been like back in the day. You know, it's gravel, dusty as. Good as hell. Now Clive believes that when the trains used to come in, the bodies would be taken from here and brought through this door. This is a wide door. It's the only wide door. Other one's down there.
It's the only wide door that would be big enough to have a coffin go through.
It would make common sense. You know, you're not putting the body down below. You bring it in here, so it's just straight transfer.
From there to there.
But with the heat and decomposition, well, it's now been turned into a ladies' powder room.
Oh jeez, I'm trespassing, girls.
But, you know, this room could have been big enough to store a few bodies. Transportation. Who knows? We weren't here. We don't know the full history.
Don't worry, no more fireplaces.
And here we have the little Timmy's room. That's the gents.
Alright, I better go check it out. But what's to say that this wall here wasn't added later on? And maybe this could have been...
It could be, you know, we don't know the blueprints of the building when it was originally built.
Really going on thoughts at the moment? Our thoughts.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Timmy's going to switch the camera off as we walk back down the platform. And we're going to go inside. I'm going to show you everywhere inside.
Action.
Well, folks, we just had to stop recording before. We just had some tourists come through. They're gone now, so we're going to take you inside and we're going to show you the complete railway. Okay. Have a look, folks. This is my Casper Paranormal Investigations. We've got our banner flying here today. We're doing an investigation tonight. We're waiting for Jenny to turn up in medium, and hopefully it should be an exciting night tonight. But we're going to take you through the railway station. Tim is going to pan around and just show you some artefacts that are around.
No piano. Now, I can't exactly read that, and I can't zoom it in to read that, but if I come across a newspaper that long, I don't think I could get through that whole column. And there's just an old Serviceton sign, says stop all stations except Warnup, if required, Wandamere, Burrumbit, Middle Creek, Toowoomba, Whale, if required, Powan, Ingliston, Millbrook, Wallace, Burgore, and Portland, Gunnook, Hopetoun, and Woomaleng, I think. Anyway, back to it.
It's just it stops everywhere. This is the main hall. What it was called. see, I'll show you the command centre. This is the command centre tonight. This is the setup of the cameras we have inside the building, focusing upstairs in Victorian Ann's room. Down the hallway where I slept last night in the policeman's room, we're going to go there later. It's supposed to be active, but I had difficulty sleeping in there. I don't know if I was hearing things. It's an old building, cracks and knocks and bangs and stuff like that. Definitely didn't hear any footsteps up and down the hallway. Got woken up by 2 trains. So I think I'll sleep in the top room tonight. It seems to be pretty heavy up there. When we go up there, you'll find out. You'll see me gasping for breath. Right, I'll go around this way. And here we have lovely photos of the royal family. Don't stick too long on that too. Nobody wants to see them. Trapdoor, folks. That goes down to the cellar.
Dun dun dun.
I open it up for you so you can have a look down there. And this was obviously when the kegs ran out, they used to go down there, set up the new keg, so you would have vital supply of beer, especially on these hot days. Great key. Right now, folks, come with me. And that is a locked door, but I assume it's just a door that goes outside because there's not really much else that way. Right, we're coming this way. Don't focus on that too much, Tim. Here we have some other artefacts in the room. I'm blocking this for obvious reasons.
Cut that out. Some old artifacts over here. Look at this, the folding lactose sugar of milk. And then we've got over here the world's renowned craft cheese. And I don't know if you can see that one.
World famous in Australia.
And then just there we've got our golden syrup, CSR. Geez, that's old. And then we've got my favourite one of all, the Bonux. Anyway, moving on.
Good. Right, thanks. Come down here. Oh, we'll start with this room. This was, I don't even know what the room it is. It's room 5. So whether this was a hotel, people stayed over between trains, you know, waiting for the next train. It could be a day, 2 days before the train comes through. Just some old artifacts lying around. Went around with the EMF meter on it. There's getting no readings from them, so there's no attachments to anything here. Here we have room number 4. And it's just set up with a couple of with a old TV, a sewing machine, nothing really much. But I assume it would have been sleepover rooms. And here we have the Thunderbox, folks. Good sized bathroom. I used it this morning.
Kept it clean.
No.
And yeah, just a bathroom. Not much to see.
Nothing to see here, folks. Maybe a great big dirty turd, but just another room, folks. Room number 3.
We've just got a bed in here. Looks like we've got one of the original barrels that they might have had some alcohol, or maybe even some apple juice. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we've got a keg right there.
Yep. Well, we've got another couple of rooms. Room number 2. This is the room I slept in last night, folks. Slept on this bed. When I laid my head down, I felt a little uneasy. It took a lot for me to get to sleep. I heard a lot of noises, but it was a windy night. It's an old building, creaks and croons. I didn't get any bad vibes. Apparently they reckon there's a little boy that occupies this area. So I had cat balls set up here last night, hoping that some would go off, but I never had any flashing lights waking me up during the night. Just a loud locomotive early this morning, that was it. Here we have number one. And apparently this guy, Frank, is around this area. Some people have taken photos outside and captured him about this far away from the window. And they reckon it's a male figure, Christian, that it is a male, and his name's Frank. Right, now we're going to go take you upstairs. So I want to tell you a little story about upstairs. We watched this YouTube video, and apparently it was a lady of the night used to be up there, and she used to entertain gentlemen. And they reckon her name was Mona. For obvious reasons, of course, yeah. So I'm just going to hang around down here. Timmy's going to take you on a tour up there and explain everything. So I'll see you next time. See you tonight.
So welcome back, viewers. So DJ's just left me for just a moment, and I'm gonna go on a little bit of an adventure, I guess, by myself to hopefully find this Mona's room. So here we go. So we're gonna go back the way we come, straight down the long hallway. Gonna make our way through here. And I'm gonna take a sharp left, I think. We'll go up these stairs and have a look out here. Mona! Mona? Oh, I mean Victorian Annie! What's that? Jeez, I wonder if we're gonna see her in her room today. Let's have a look. I don't think there's anything in here. Let's have a look down here.